All right, it is time for pre-market prep at the close.
Three consecutive highs, opened, matched yesterday's low, and then once it took out there, that's all the breakout momentum traders needed.
Joel, another kind of quiet day, dare I say that? But it's sort of a mixed day again. I think in the overall universe of stocks, there are more stocks that are up and that are down, but there is more red in the big names today for sure. What are you seeing out there? I'm just seeing a whole lot of the Qs just for a minute there turned green for the day, but are now back down red. It's just a whole lot of nothing.
A little bit of rotation out of some of the value names, maybe into some of the growth stocks. We could drill those down on those in a second.
Yeah.
Tried to rally off the open, turned back nowhere near that pre-market high 79.50. We couldn't even get green on the session. By green, I mean we were green a little bit, 57.75. Couldn't hold the close, and then had that little late day sell off. But hey, we stopped in a familiar area. Hello?
That was me. Sorry.
Okay. Stopped in a familiar area, and now we're rebounding, trying to get back into the 41.50 handle. Crude, a big reversal in the crude market. You were up over $1 from here. It's 67.02. Reverse traded low at 64.14. Man, you get hurt trading that thing. Gold, 1875.90 was your high. Gave some back, but still up 220 here at 69.80. And silver up nearly $1 here, 28.37. So that is a very, very, very good day. No, I'm sorry. It's up not $1. It's up 10 cents at 28.37. And for those of you who think the low was in Bitcoin, think again. You need this double bottom to hold yesterday's low. Where did that come in at? Right here. 42.050. Today's low, 42.280. I don't know. Bearing down on it. I still think we got to test the bottom of this green candle here. And that comes in at 33,830. Let's call it 34,000 for just rounding numbers.
All right. Actually, before we get to the stocks, let's everyone go ahead and hit that like button together, and let's get us up to 150 likes today. Joel, this morning we were all talking. Is it Roaring 20s? Basically, the question was: is it 1921 or is it 1929? In within the realm of retail. And this morning it was 1921. This afternoon it's 1929 because every retailer that we talked about, they all had earnings. Macy's, Home Depot, Walmart, all gave some gains back. Macy's in the red for the day. Home Depot in the red. Walmart's still green for the day, but the other two in the red, giving back some gains from the pre-market rally.
Yeah, and hats off once again to the master of after hours and pre-market trading, Disaster Triple D. When he mentioned, we were covering these things. Macy's was trading in the 20 handle. Even if you sold the opening or the high of the day, the best you could get was 1965. Got as low as 1853. Now struggling to be green on the session. Profit taking here in Macy's, nowhere near. There was an instance here where, the pre-market, baby, that's where the getting was good. Mm-hmm. Still great report, low PE. We'll see after they treat this thing tomorrow. Maybe just ran into some vicious profit taking today. Home Depot, man, that thing, 328 and change off that 4 a.m. open. People, what were you thinking? Actually, when we were covering it on the show, it was still trading at 326. Now, the open at 320, a little deceiving here because if you shorted that open, you took some heat, folks. Went up to 24.55. I didn't see any relevant numbers in there at that area. Came down, took out the low from yesterday, and now still a red on the session. So what we're seeing here is retail earnings sold to you. So that's what.
So to you. Yep.
And now Walmart is still. They're kind of the champ here. They hung on for a while. The first hour before they came in, nowhere near getting a gap fill. No, but Walmart holding on to its earnings a heck of a lot better than Macy's or Home Depot.
We didn't even look ahead too, because tomorrow morning you've got Target and Lowe's and TJX. So, okay. So now what? So looking at Target, Lowe's, and TJX. Now that we know that the bar is obscenely high for retail, brick and mortar retail, right? And that not even a doubling of your fiscal year EPS guidance could save Macy's today. Now that we know that, what do we do with Target, Lowe's, and TJX?
Well, if you want to pull one out of the playbook for today, of course, you never get the same scenario twice, but man, sell the pop. I mean, these lows here, full disclosure, have been long lows for a very low price. Here's the interesting thing I want to point out to people. Look how the street was heading going into this Home Depot earnings, right? Okay. You hit your old time. You had this run here. This run was like 15 out of 17 sessions higher. You pause another run, but the 5-6 days leading into the report, the street was selling, right? And then you get the update today. You try and sell, try and rally, and you're ending red. So same thing for Lowe's. I mean, who knows how they're going to report? But man, you get a crazy pop up there, and you just might be tempted to take some profits. Almost a similar pattern to the Home Depot chart. So, but Triple D and I were talking about it, and it's like the market's up. We're like within spitting distance of all-time highs, but it's like I don't know. It's like it doesn't feel like the whole. I mean, the SPY is holding in here, obviously, but I don't know. Would like to see a little bit more balance. Surely don't like to see the top 5 stocks in the index all red. Tesla's the next one that's up today, having a little bit of an update.
And then we got a question also about Raw Stores. If you look at the Thursday, you've got Kohl's reporting, Raw Stores reporting, BJ's reporting.
I don't want this. Raw Stores has to be down today. It's our ROSS, right?
Yeah, let's take a look.
Let's see. What is it doing?
Oh, no, it's
ROST.
ROST.
It's got to be down.
It is.
Oh. Wait, what was the one we were? Oh, it was Dillard's we were looking at. Yeah. What's Dillard's doing?
I don't know. I don't know when they report. Let's find out. Hold on.
It's still green, but
when is Dillard's report? I don't know. Oh wait, no. Yeah, they already reported. What? They already reported. Oh, they reported it last week. I missed it.
That was. And they had a buyback. They were buying back 440 million shares at the market.
Yeah.
No limit price in there. Thin stock, but. Oh, I keep an eye on. I mean, let it ride, let it run. Inside day 140 to 150. I just would be a little bit concerned if it took out this 139.47 low from today. Your next daily low comes in at 25.64.
Yeah, so I guess the thing now is just fade the pops in these things.
I mean, Apple. Great earnings, sold.
Yeah.
Microsoft, great earnings, sold. Facebook rallied, made the all-time high, sold. Google probably holding in there the best. But I mean, that's been the theme. So will the theme continue into every stock? I don't know.
Well, remember, as we've learned this talking to Ryan Craver over the years, is there are segments of retail that behave differently, right? You've got your discount retail, you've got your warehouse, right? Your Costco, BJ's place, right? You've got your mall-based retail, and they all tend to behave a little bit differently, right? So I don't know if this will be the theme for the entire retail sector. Let's see. Well, let's see what Target says tomorrow, because Target is very very close peer of Walmart. If Target does something different than what Walmart the stock, I mean, if the stock behaves differently than what Walmart has done, because we know they're going to beat It's not a question of are they going to beat. Of course, they're going to beat. If the stock behaves differently than Walmart behaved today, then all bets are off. I'm thinking. Then it's like, all right, every man for himself, every company for himself. Trends out the window. But that'll be my bogey for tomorrow morning. If Target
Hergé, yep.
not tomorrow morning, tomorrow like all day. If Target kind of copies the movements of Walmart, then okay, then I'm following this playbook. But that'll be
203 to 217. Boom, boom, 14.7, 210. So it's hanging there, right there. I keep an eye on 210. If you do get a pop, you got it from the all-time high day. You got a gap to fill at 213.72, and then all-time high 217.39. That was on May 10th. All-time closing high, folks. If you're a stickler for the close, is 214.71. That was actually made on the day prior to making that all-time high at 17.39.
This can't be an entire stream just about retail. So let's move on to something else here. Joel, yesterday I asked you about Plug. If you can pull that chart.
Yes, what did I say? I probably poo-pooed it.
I'm just wondering who's out there calling the bottom and Plug, because somebody's out there calling the bottom and Plug.
News me?
No, I don't. I actually don't know.
It's kind of this whole, EV electric vehicle trade kind of coming back. That stock today. So I don't know what I hope I didn't discourage anybody yesterday. I mean, you had two highs at 25.50, right? And you couldn't hold that off the open. But hey, you got a pair of highs, and the stock has been beaten up. It takes out the pair of highs, and you got a nice little move there. Not quite at my next target. Next target 28.82. So Plug getting off the mat.
I mean, a lot of it's strength across the EV sector today, right? You can go look at like fuel cell, right, is up 5%. You can go look at like a number of the EV stocks that had earnings today or yesterday. There are strength in the whole sector today. So
nothing. And Marcus, shout out to Marcus, the 2-day move.
Ride got a nice move. Wow, 20%, 19%.
Yeah.
I didn't see that. I didn't realize it got up to almost $11 today. All right, good for you, man. I don't think he's listening to it. We'll talk to him on Friday. Good for him. All right. Let's see what chat is watching. Blink, BLNK, James Manson.
BLNK. Now that should be up because all these other
that's exactly
pigs are up, right? And these things move together.
Yeah.
Let's see. You blinked and you missed this one off the open. 2-day move turns into a 3-day move. Higher open. Never saw the close. If you wanted to buy that close, you never saw it. Big move. This is the kind of day where shorts have to cover into a rising market, or people that want to get long. I mean, all these days you get hit on your bids, smashed on your bids. You had a double bottom to lean on, 26.14, 26.60, 26.28 if you're so inclined to lean on that. Man, this has got a lot to do with, as far as a retracement goes. What here? We are matching this high here. Danger Real Robinson. May 7th high, 34.10. You're hot. If you were using that as an exit point, good for you. 34.14 was the high. Backed off $1, so you need to take that out tomorrow. And then what do you got? You got $35 on the brain. 34.93. That was your May 6th high. A lot of people underwater, but it's trying.
Actually, it's not really just. It's a lot of stocks that have been punished, and it's. I guess you can call them all growth names. Having good days today. You look at like AI, right, which is up almost 9%. You look at Triple D, right, 3D Systems, which has been punished hard, is up 10% today. Why? Heck if I know.
Rotation, man. Rotation station. That's it. Selling, nibbling into growth here. That's it. That's what you got. You got the S&Ps. Try to rally. Try to get into that 50 handle. No can do. We're back here at 41.43.50. Got some interesting confluence at the lows of the session. We'll see if we go down there and flirt with them. We still got a few minutes left here. 14 minutes left in this kind of what should we call
I
it? It's
mean,
not a turnaround Tuesday. It's
nothing.
a tainted Tuesday, right?
It's kind of tainted. That's a strong word. I mean, we're
Well, the retailers were going to lead us to the promised land. Now they're red. So
maybe,
definitely not the kind of, I mean, the way things started out this morning with the, actually, you know what it was? And Dennis really poo pooed it.
what?
It was that housing starts number.
Yeah, he didn't like that number. He
He
didn't.
was like, well, he was talking about something,
Yeah,
and I said, oh, we're talking. He's like, I don't know about the housing starts,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
he was focused. He was
Yeah.
focused on his rant, and I interrupted.
Why didn't we talk about Lionsgate this morning? We should have. LGV dot B or dot A, or sorry,
Is it an LGF?
LGF. I said V, but I was looking at F. LGF dot B or dot A. We talked about that headline about Amazon maybe sniffing around. Rumor that they're sniffing around MGM Studios. Well, Lionsgate's a studio.
There you go.
Yeah,
Oh, and someone was thinking about this yesterday.
yeah.
Strong 2-day move. Pope getting off the mat. Let's see here. What's this high? 1676. That's you want to see it get up there tomorrow. 2-day move. Strong 2-day move. We'll have to see. I don't know if you got a seller. It looks like someone's peeling out here. Maybe they want to sell around 16. They let it get to 1616. Caution, yesterday was the big volume day, the big accumulation. Today, still up, still strong day on less volume. So maybe some profit takers there. We'll see what happens at 1616 tomorrow.
All right, let's do this question.
Headed for the lows of the session here, Spencer. They are pulling the rug out here. Let's see what happens. Our low is 41.34. Moments ago, we were trying to break into the 41.50 handle. Turned back. Now we're at 41.38.50, 41.34 low. I got a target below this at 41.25. That's reasonable as far as leading on daily lows, folks. You don't want to know where the next daily low is.
Let's do this question from Fabian T. Thoughts on PaySafe, which is PSFE. This is a recent IPO. Fintech growth play.
PFSE?
PSFE.
Oh, I forgot to take my Delassia pill this morning. Well, you had two highs in the same area. You cleared that with ease this morning. And backed off the high. Your high is, what's your high here?
I'm sorry. I said IPO. I meant SPAC.
SPAC, whatever, 1252. You backed off 1252. I mean, that's not super alarming. I think what you want to do is you hold your breath here and get a gap fill. And that gap fill comes in. The bottom of this range was 1323. The high of that day is 1395. We have new lows for the session here. 33.25. That 34 just went 33.25. Hit a few stops. Printed at 33. Trying to get back over 35. Let's see what happens here. We got some selling going into the close. Bouncing. Let's see. See if we can get back to that 41.40 handle.
Back to PaySafe. I don't think you finished, or did you?
I would be praying for a gap fill in this one up to 1323. If you twisted my arm and you had to give me a target, that would be the next stopping point. That's a gap fill. Not sure. Didn't look at the news on it.
I don't even know if there was news today. Let me check.
No, not bouncing out of here yet, folks. 34.25.
You know what? Tepper took a stake. That's what it is.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
Just folks, he didn't take a stake where you're taking a stake. I don't know when he issued it.
Well, let's see. Well, hold on though, because he took a stake last quarter, so he could have bought at 15, for all I know.
Demel Stanley is asking about Disney. Now, Demal,
yeah.
Did you listen to the morning, or you've been listening the last couple days, or you're just hopping in here asking about Disney? Because I was been very clear about Disney over the last couple days. And what did I say, Spencer?
everybody's clear. Everybody says one. You're always giving me different advice, man. You said
No, what number? I gave you 169.
Yeah, I know, and that's where I bought it. 169.
You
said
bought it at 169 on the nose?
no, not on the nose. Of course not.
I'm just saying it's got to hold in here.
Yeah.
It had to earn, they got beat up off earnings, and you had to pop on the day, nowhere near a gap fill. You came down yesterday, you undercut at 68.57. Today, you couldn't quite get there. So it's leaning on the low of the move here. I'm not optimistic for your Disney purchase here. We get a down market. You take out this 68.57. I think the next daily low I saw was at 66. And I told you not to buy it ahead of earnings. So I just saved, if you were buying 1,000 shares, I just saved you like 20 grand, 10 grand.
I listened to you. I'm not buying 1,000 shares. Come on now.
Well, cut bait with it. I don't want to see you. I don't want to hear you wallowing when this thing takes out 169. Spoos can't bounce. They're trying. 33 and a quarter, low 275, folks. Not much in here.
All right.
Kevin's asking about SE. That got hit. Man, that 200 was a great level. Didn't hit. The pre-market traders got a little carried away. I did talk to Bill Big D. He did pick this one up on the cheap. Nice recovery. I got a little bit of a discount. There was a nervous seller out there in the pre-market trading. Never saw that pre-market low. So we bounced it. What was the open? Let me see. I always like, 41.30 and a half prints, folks. They're selling this puppy into the close. You opened at 0675. 0396 when you came back up through that open, that was your trade. Let's see. Keep an eye if you're trading SE on the long side. You better clear 230 here. 29.81 was your May 11th high. That's your next stopping point. Let's see if it can get through to there today. Spoos cannot catch a bid here. 29.75 is the low. Trying to muster a rally into the close.
Jokey Manuel is asking about a lower price stock, and I think it's a good opportunity for lessons here. He's asking about ONTX, and I want to share my screen for a second and just show you the power of a sell side analyst on a lower price stock. So ONTX had earnings last night, whatever. Initiated this morning at Guggenheim at a buy. They gave it a $4 price target. So this is Benzinga Pro. This is our ratings calendar. This goes back, 8 years? This is it. These are all the ratings on this stock in 8 years. This is the first rating on this stock since December, okay? This is the power of one rating on a stock that is not widely covered, okay? Guggenheim out today, and they're bullish. They're giving it a buy. They're saying it's $4 price target, and it's up 76% today. Partly on that rating. So this is the power that a rating can have.
What's the symbol?
It's ONTX. It's super low priced. It's $1, but let this be. I just want everyone to know, like when you have lower price or thinner stocks and they get some coverage, they can really move it. And that's happening today with ONTX. So just be mindful of that. This is a great lesson.
Better keep going. That's what I'm gonna say. I don't comment on $1 stocks.
No, I know. This is a great lesson though, in the power that one rating can have. Like one rating is not going to move Amazon, right? Like this, but it can move a lower price stock.
Are you seeing any macro news for me here? Can you news me, Spencer? We just ticked 27 and a quarter. Is there huge seller balances? I'm trying to do a radio show here and keep track. Do you have any macro for me here? No, I'm not seeing.
There's always selling balances. 1.3 billion to sell is what I'm seeing.
Okay. All right. 27 and a quarter the low. I did mention that target 25 even. We'll see. We got within 2 and a quarter of that. Trying to get back into the 41.30 handle as we speak. 4 minutes left in today's session.
Let's see what else is the chat looking at. Trying not to look at the same stuff. Oh, okay. Let's look at ELY Callaway. How's that doing?
Let me see. Let me channel my inner Callaway. So it had that crazy day. Earnings day, right? I know everyone's getting excited about golf, and retail. I say it's down. I might be wrong. I'm just guessing here. That's all I do. Nope, I couldn't have been more wrong. Look at the trajectory of that, folks.
Oh,
Draw a trend line here and stick with it.
why?
Stick with it.
Why
That
not?
comes in a steep old trend line. Holy mackerel. Boy, is Eli, is this getting
Oh,
back at old time? I don't even know. Ooh, my charts go back a long ways. Great move. Keep an eye on the high and the high close of the move, but that's a pretty looking chart there. Just a little bit too steep of an incline for me. 29 prints, 27 and a quarter low. Trying to catch a bid. Looks like we're going to be making new low here momentarily. Target on the downside for me is 41 and a quarter.
all right. Here's some good news for you, Joel. AT&T stopped going down. Pretty much at the open.
Yeah, I don't know what to do.
I don't know.
It was a small position. It's a smaller position. I mean, it's an abnormally large position, but now it's a
Yeah,
smaller position.
yeah.
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
I mean, is it a growth stock now?
No, no, of course not.
Well, with this spin-off and thing, there was
No,
this new magical stock.
I
I
know.
don't know.
No, no.
I'm gonna let it. I'm gonna
All
let
right,
it
all
sit.
right.
It got Kramer today,
Yeah.
so I'll let it. I'll let it. I'll let it fester.
All right. We are
27 prints, 27 even prints. We're looking for a 41 and a quarter print. That would fulfill my daily range, my target on the day.
Yeah, we're leaking hard here. As you've said now, we are red in every major index. The S&P actually leading the way this morning. S&P is down, or not this morning, this afternoon.
I'll tell you, this is the ugliest. I mean, we're up here, but
Wait,
I
wait,
just
show us
market
the chart.
feels heavy.
Show us the chart. Show us the S&P chart. Because the S&Ps are down 0.75%. Qs are only down 0.6%. Russell down 2/3%. Same with the Dow. So the SPY, which doesn't often lead the way up or down when you look at the four major indexes, is leading us down here today.
Yeah, retail earnings. I guess it's with that roaring 20 scenario, not quite what they were looking for here. Definitely boom boom. Profit taking here.
Yeah. A couple more questions and then we'll wrap it up here. We'll head over to Cannabis Insider. Yeah, Cameron Gill has been mentioning Viacom a couple times now. This thing caught a bid today. I'm not really sure why, if I'm being honest with you. I don't know
Which
if
one?
Viacom, so Tepper took a stake last quarter, and maybe this is also AT&T follow through. Although I'm not sure how it's good for Viacom.
Little bounce. I mean, it's just trying to get out of the way of itself. But nothing great there.
What about Monster MNST is for RAG? Look at Monster for
Yep, target hit 41 and a quarter. That was the target. Selling into the close here, still going.
Yeah.
Folks, you got a number in Monster. There is absolutely no upside in Monster until you clear this double top. 91.70, 91.64. You're leaking here, going into the close on yesterday's low. I don't like it. Just under 90. I mean, too low, a matching range day. So boom, not above 91.70, maybe get some legs. Below 90.50. I see three lows at the 89.50 area. They're selling right into the close here. They'll be selling in the after hours. We'll see if they can pick it out. Smash through my target of 41 and a quarter. No macro news here. Got the bump at 330. That was sold very, very hard. And that's it. That's all I got for you.
All right, we smashed through Joel's target in the S&Ps. Let's smash through my target on the likes, everyone. In the other direction, though, up, not down. We want them to go up. So hit that like button. Please remember all the information from our show meant to be used as informational purposes, not for investing or trading advice. Joel, I will see you tomorrow morning.
Okay, thank you.
All right. That's a wrap for us. I'm going to segue over to Cannabis Insider special earnings recap show today. We're talking to the parent company. We're talking to Jushi. They're starting right now. This stream will redirect straight to them. So I'm going to hop off. We got cannabis earnings coming up right now here on Benzinga. Don't touch the dial. Well, not that there's a dial, but maybe there is a dial. I don't know. Don't touch the space bar.